melting glaciers, and ice. And increasing temperatures makes molecules expand, which makes the water rise. And the glaciers that weren't previously part of the water will melt, which adds more volume to the water.
This graph shows how much melting glaciers contribute to sea level rise.
What is Earth's energy balance?
Earth's energy balance is the rate at which energy enters, then exits the Earth. Solar radiation will enter the atmosphere, and the object it hits will dictate how much of that energy is absorbed, reflected, and emitted. Absorption is the energy that enters the surface, and emission is the release of that energy. Reflection is the energy that was never absorbed and is immediately deterred back outwards.
How does the increase in carbon dioxide affect Earth's atmosphere?
Well, carbon dioxide traps heat in the atmosphere, which changes the cycle of emission and reflection. The energy will take longer to exit the atmosphere, and the longer that the energy stays in the atmosphere, the more it will affect the surrounding environment.
How are glaciers, carbon dioxide, and global temperature related to each other?
Well, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. That means it traps heat in the atmosphere, which changes the cycle of emission and reflection, so the energy will take longer to leave the Earth. When this heat is trapped, it will affect the surrounding environment, which causes the temperature of sea level to rise and the temperature of ice to rise, which will eventually cause glacier melt.
How are coastal communities affected by sea level
Rises
rise?
excessively. Eventually, the coastal communities will be underwater, and the current communities far above sea level will turn into coastal communities. Less dramatically, if coastal communities are displaced, they will have to move into the inlands, which creates overpopulation in certain areas, which will make living.
How can tourists affect people not in coastal areas? How can tourists affect people not in
The closer a community is to the coast, the more danger it is into flooding and displacement, because it doesn't need as large of an amount of sea level rise for the water to start rising into living spaces like roads and homes.